everyone, my name is Valentina Zago Carolei, and I am a student at Telluride High School. For my internship, I got to intern at the Uncompahgre Medical Center, and it was in the medical field in Norwood, Colorado. So for my internship, as I said, I attended the UMC. It lasted 3 weeks long, and it was in July. I attended the clinic from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., and it was Mondays through Thursdays. So my day at the clinic, basically, I got to shadow different doctors every single day, which was amazing because the day varied on what I had. I shadowed nurse practitioners, medical assistants, medical doctors, and PAs. I also got to see a different side of the medical side, and so I shadowed under Tommy, which was the behavioralist specialist. I shadowed the dentist and the pharmacy. During my free time, I got to do some research and presentations, and I got to practice as well. So this is some of the examples for practicing. I got to draw a lot of fake blood from this dummy right here. Yeah, I got to experience the different needles, which was super cool. And so there were 3 main veins, which I got to draw a bunch of blood from. So for my research, as I mentioned, I got to do that for some free time. And so Dr. Prince would give me different roles to research. So my first one was the different paths you had to do to become an MA, MD, like how long did school last to become a nurse practitioner and all that. I did my final main presentations on Huntington's disease and PTSD. So PTSD is a post-traumatic stress disorder, and under that I also mentioned EMDR, which is an eye movement desensitization and reprocessing theory. So basically it allows you to reprocess some traumatic events in a less traumatic way by using both ways of your brain through your eyes. It's really cool. So my commute, so I stayed home, which was amazing for me because I got to come home every single night for dinner. I got to sleep in my own bed. It was a 40-minute drive from Telluride to Norwood, and so I had to be there at 7:30, so I usually left my house at 6:40, and it was a beautiful morning drive. It also gave me a bunch of independence because I got to drive alone. And I got to see how beautiful Norwood actually is. The staff, so I want to give a huge thanks. Everyone was amazing. The staff is very united and patient-centered. It was a beautiful community that treated me so well and made me feel very welcomed. I wanted to share with you guys Larry. Larry was a patient that suffered from Huntington's disease. So Huntington's disease is a genetically inherited disease. So basically there's a mutation in the HTT, which causes the gene breakdown of the nerve cells in the brain, and sadly there's no cure. Larry was seen in the medical side by our PA Robin and others from the staff, but he was also seen by Tommy in the behavioralist specialist. And Larry just shared with Tommy about how he was sad because he wasn't able to do his day-to-day due to the disease. But here you can see Tommy and Larry playing baseball together, so it's a very sweet story. Outside of the clinic, since I was home, I got to hang out with my friends and my family almost every day. I got to stay home for the 4th of July. I had many lake days. This right here was in the rodeo in Norwood. Yeah, and that was amazing. My advice for future Pinterns, enjoy every single day because it goes really fast. So just take your time and enjoy it. Take daily notes to remember because in my internship I learned a lot every single day, so just at the end of the day, write it all down so you can remember it. Be grateful and pay attention. It will be challenging, but keep going because it will feel very rewarding at the end. Be social with whoever you're with and just get to know them because you're going to be hanging out with them for a long time. And thank you to everyone.
Thanks so much.